Today we have one workout that's split into two components. We're going to start off with a 7-minute AMRAP that's also in a ladder style, much like the workout we did the other day. The repetitions for today are going to start from 2 and go up to 4, 6, 8, and so on, adding 2 repetitions until you reach the 7-minute cap. Our first 2 movements for our first 7-minute AMRAP are a step up and a V up. A V up is a new movement to the program, but it should seem a little like some of the movements we've already done for our midline. What I'm going to do for today is I'm going to talk you through our first AMRAP. In that 3-minute break, I'm going to show you the movements for the second 7-minute AMRAP. We're going to keep the same rep scheme, so you don't have to worry about that, but I'll make sure I explain all of that in the rest so that you're ready to go for that second one. Okay, let's have a look at our first AMRAP. Our first movement is our step up. Now you can use a bench or a seat or whatever you've been able to access for our program so far. The way that we're going to do it is we start with 2 reps. We're going to complete 2 reps on the left and then 2 reps on the right. For the next round, we'll complete 4 reps on the left and 4 reps on the right. We're going to keep the same foot on the bench. I'll show you what that looks like for 2 repetitions now on both the left and the right side. So that would be our 2 reps for our first round. Once we've done our step ups, we then move on to our V up. Now the V up is another midline movement that we're going to do down on the floor. Starting lying down, we elevate into our hollow position just slightly off the floor, and then we're going to snap up to either touch our toes, or if you can't quite reach your toes, maybe somewhere along your shin, even your knees, somewhere that feels achievable for you. Let's have a look at that movement now. One of the greatest challenges of the V-up is syncing up the lower half of our body and the top half of our body as we snap up to meet in the middle. By finding that little hollow position and slightly elevating at the start, that's going to allow us to do that a little easier. If you find you lose rhythm, just take a moment, lie down flat, reactivate and draw your midline in and start again. As I said, we're working in a ladder fashion, so for the 7 minutes, we'll keep climbing up as high as we can until we reach that 7-minute cap, and then we'll stop, rest, and we'll start our new AMRAP. Okay, let's take a moment to get our bench or chair or whatever we need ready, and then let's get ready for a start. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Great work, guys. Make sure you keep that foot nice and flat on your bench. The big stand up tall at the top. Squeeze the glutes at the top every single time. Great job, everyone. That's 2 minutes down. Keep moving. You'll find that one of these movements is likely to be much harder than the other one. That's totally okay. Use the easier one to recover and breathe and stay relaxed, and then work really hard on that harder movement. As you complete these step-ups, make sure you're staying nice and vertical with the shoulders back and a nice tall chest, and we're not collapsing and falling forward at any point. Great job, everyone. That's 2 minutes down. Keep moving. You'll find that one of these movements is likely to be much harder than the other one. That's totally okay. Use the easier one to recover and breathe and stay relaxed, and then work really hard on that harder movement. We want to make sure that we have an even distribution of weight from the heel all the way up to the toe with a nice flat foot on that bench. We don't want too much weight to be pushing through the toe or too much weight to be pushing through the heel. As you complete these step-ups, make sure you're staying nice and vertical with the shoulders back and a nice tall chest, and we're not collapsing and falling forward at any point. Great job, everyone. That's 2 minutes down. Keep moving. You'll find that one of these movements is likely to be much harder than the other one. That's totally okay. Use the easier one to recover and breathe and stay relaxed, and then work really hard on that harder movement. Complete these step-ups, make sure you're staying nice and vertical with the shoulders back and a nice tall chest, and we're not collapsing and falling forward at any point. Great job, everyone. That's 2 minutes down. Keep moving. You'll find that one of these movements is likely to be much harder than the other one. That's totally okay. Use the easier one to recover and breathe and stay relaxed, and then work really hard on that harder movement. Control the descent back down before you start the next repetition. Okay, 10 seconds. Let's keep moving right up until the end of this time. 5, 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, everyone, we've now got 3 minutes to rest and recover, but we need to get ourselves ready for the next AMRAP. AMRAP, we're going to be doing overhead lunges and an inverted push-up. For the overhead lunges, we're going to use the same method we did as the step up. We're going to do 2 on the left, 2 on the right for the first round, with the next round being 4 on the left and 4 on the right. The overhead lunge can simply have your arms up above your head for the duration of the movement. If you prefer, you can use a band to hold on to keep a stable position overhead. I'll show you what that looks like. The rest of the movement is going to look just like our lunges usually do. We're going to start from the front, take a step back, and then stepping up. Repeating on that same side, and then swapping to the other side for 2. Once you've completed your set of overhead lunges, we're then going to do an inverted push-up. What this means is that instead of being in a flat plank position, we're going to bring ourselves in, walk our hands in a little further until we're slightly inverted. Now this angle can change depending on the strength you have in your shoulders. This is a very challenging movement and it isolates the strength in the shoulders. So if you do need to walk your hands out a little bit further, that is okay. I'm going to show you what that movement looks like now. Now the closer your hands are to your feet, the harder the movement will be. If you find that mobility is your limiting factor, especially down the back of the legs, you can slightly bend the knees or you can take your feet wider. Grab a band near you if you need it, otherwise keep moving around for a moment and we'll get ready to hit our second 7-minute AMRAP for today. This is the final 7 minutes of work today. Let's go hard and all out until the end. 5, 3, 2, 1, let's go. So keep moving. The start will be quite achievable, and as the rounds increase and the reps increase, this is going to become more difficult. Should feel the glutes burn on the lunges, the shoulders on the push-ups. Always, we're making sure we're standing up all the way at the top, squeezing the glutes. Big deep breaths. Try not to worry about the muscles burning and fatiguing. This workout might elevate your heart rate a little. It might creep up on you as the time goes on. But by the time it starts to burn and your heart rate is elevated, you'll be right near the end and you can hold on just that little bit longer. Make sure your hands are placed consistently in the same place for your inverted push-ups so that you can keep the standard true to you. If you feel like you need to change that, then you can move your hands. But until then, keep fighting for that position that you started with. work today, as always, we want to use up every last bit of energy, every last bit of strength that we have. This workout is really testing our muscular endurance. Keep stepping up nice and tall, all the way out of that lunge. Keep the arms up high. Seconds. Let's keep going right to the end. Try not to rest in this last 10. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and time. Amazing job on that workout, guys. That's a little bit of a different one. It doesn't start as a huffy and puffy workout. It's more of a muscular endurance type workout that really starts to build up after a while and will just naturally fatigue you over time. After a workout like that, you're going to be so much stronger in your legs and in your shoulders and in your midline. Thanks for joining me for another awesome workout on Ultrahuman, and I'll see you for our next session.